All right, it's time to have the talk. You're at the age now where you're going to want to do things that are going to be exciting, exhilarating, titillating, but those same things are also dangerous, risky, or even harmful to your body, which is why you need protection. So I got you these. It's okay, they're squishy. All right, guys, so today we are going to discuss a topic which is not, that belligerent. And that is protecting your hearing. Because in order to be belligerent, play belligerent riffs, and be a belligerent amateur musician, your ears need to work. And frankly, it is really easy to damage them. Take it from me as somebody who has been playing in bands since I was 13 years old. Over 20 years of basically just pummeling my ears with guitar, drums, loud vocals, not to mention going to and playing hundreds and hundreds of live shows in that time span. My ears have seriously taken a beating because I did not use proper protection for the vast majority of that time. So you may ask, Kyle, why were you such a stupid idiot and why did you not wear earplugs all of that time? And the honest answer is because earplugs suck. There were definitely many times along the way where I tried to utilize the foam earplugs or the little rubber earplugs that have the flanges on them, but don't have any sort of filtering technology, and they either completely killed and muted the sound to the point where it wasn't even enjoyable to listen to, or they were extremely uncomfortable in my ear. They made things very itchy, and the thought of wearing them every practice became very unattractive, so I just never wore them. So when Eargasm reached out to me and asked me if I'd like to showcase a couple of their products and try them out for myself here on the channel, I said absolutely, because I feel like this is something that not only myself has the potential to benefit from, but so do all of the viewers of the channel. Because let's face it, we're all out there playing loud, obnoxious riffs through loud, obnoxious amps, or watching loud, obnoxious bands. That's why we're all here in the first place. So I have to be honest with you guys. I have spent the last couple of weeks testing these earplugs out in pretty much every loud scenario that I can imagine. I tested them out while playing drums. I tested them out at multiple loud band practices. And to be completely honest, they are by far and away the best earplugs that I have ever used for a number of reasons. So Eargasm sent me 3 different models to check out for you guys. The first model are the high fidelity earplugs. These are probably going to be the ones that you are most familiar with. These are earplugs that have a little colored or clear filter in the tip of them. And what this filter does is it essentially lowers the volume without removing all of the high-end detail and clarity of whatever it is that you're listening to at the time. Now, those classic foam earplugs that you roll up and stick in your ears, yes, they work great for protecting your ears, but again, they pretty much ruin whatever sound experience it is that you're partaking in. They remove all the highs, all the mids, and basically just make everything sound like a muffled, bassy mess. And I don't know about you, but that is not very enjoyable for me. So with the high fidelity earplugs, these have a noise reduction rating of 16 decibels. 16 decibels is quite a bit, but it does not completely kill the sound to the point where it's so low that, you can barely hear what's going on. It is lowering that sound enough to protect your ears while preserving all of the sound quality that you would be experiencing if you didn't have the earplugs in. And this is not just marketing speak. It's not some sort of fancy wording in order to entice you to buy the product. I can tell you after testing it for the last couple of weeks, this is absolutely true. And you can color me beyond impressed because I have had a couple of honestly knockoff Eargasm brands that you buy on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And not only were those kind of uncomfortable because the material was definitely of a cheaper quality, but the filters in the knockoff brands definitely don't come anywhere close to the Eargasm earplugs. So just to give you guys an example of what 16 decibels of noise reduction is going to sound like, I have a song file here and we are going to play it at normal volume, and then I am going to reduce that volume by 16 decibels. Now, there will be some compression because this is going to be on YouTube, but it will give you a good idea of how much noise reduction 16 decibels actually is. And with the high fidelity earplugs, you not only have a choice of multiple colors to suit your personal preference, but they also send you 2 shell sizes for the filter cartridges That way you have two different fitment options that work best with your ear size and shape to not only get you the best comfort, but to get you the best seal from the earplug. So I have been using the high fidelity earplugs quite a bit. I am very impressed with them, and I highly recommend them. The second product that they sent me are their newer model, the Slide earplugs. Now, I immediately gravitated towards this product because they remind me a lot of Bluetooth earbuds in the way that they are shaped and the way that they fit in your ear. And I constantly have Bluetooth earbuds in throughout the day, whether I'm setting up for my videos or whether I'm going for a run or working out at the gym, or even just doing something mindless like doing the dishes and listening to a podcast. So I am very familiar with the feeling of having an earbud in. It's a very comfortable feeling for me. And with the Eargasm Slide, it feels just like having a lightweight Bluetooth earbud in your ear. And not only that, the Slide has a sliding mechanism on either of the earbuds, which essentially allows you to raise or lower the amount of noise reduction. The Slide model starts at 15 decibels of noise reduction, and you can slide them all the way up to 22 decibels of noise reduction. So not only were these the more comfortable option for me, but I also found myself using them more, especially when it comes to something like drums, because with drums, they are extremely loud, and a lot of the times when you're playing in local bands or you're practicing at home, you're playing in a smaller enclosed space where that sound just really has nowhere to go, and it's just going to be even louder. So with the Slide earbuds, I noticed that I had zero ear ringing when I had them on the 22 decibel setting after long jam or practice sessions, which is not something that I can say for any of the other earbuds that I have ever used. These things do a great job at reducing the noise while also still retaining the sound quality, much like the high fidelity earplugs, but they also give you an adjustable range of noise reduction, and I find that really helpful. So these have been my favorite of the products that Eargasm has sent me, and these would be the ones that I personally recommend. And last but not least, they sent me a pack of their Squishy earbuds. So what these are essentially almost like a gel type material. It's pretty interesting, and I'm not gonna lie, at first I was a little bit uncomfortable at the thought of putting this stuff in my ears, but they are essentially made to take the place of foam earplugs. Now these earplugs are not going to retain the high and high mid detail that the high fidelity or the Slide will, but if you carry this case around with you and say you forgot your other pairs of earplugs and you're in a pinch, you need something that is essentially just going to protect your ears in a loud situation, then these Squishies will work just fine for that. So like I said, they're kind of like a gel-like material. They're not foam. I was expecting them to be kind of foam, and then when I got them out, they're kind of almost like a malleable gel Play-Doh type material. I mean, they're not Play-Doh, obviously, but it's something like that, similar in structure. And you essentially roll them in your hands, heat them up, and then you place them in your ear canal. Now, they're not like the foam earplugs where you roll them up and you kind of try to jam them up your ear canal and then hope that they expand and actually seal the ear canal. These are meant to be heated up by your hands, and then basically you press it into the opening of your ear canal, and instead of shoving it up in there, it basically just seals to the shape of your ear canal and covers that opening so that none of that excessive noise can get in. Your ears are protected and you don't have the discomfort of a foam earplug shoved way up your ear canal. I have noticed with those types of earplugs, I tend to get a little bit of a pressure headache after wearing them for quite a while, which is another reason why I don't like them. I did not have that issue at all with the Squishies because they are not stuffed up in there. They are just sitting on the edge of your ear canal, kind of sealing up that hole and making for a much more comfortable earplug experience. And honestly, after I was wearing them for a little bit, I kind of forgot that they were in. So if you're not comfortable with the types of earplugs that go directly in your ears, and that includes the other Eargasm offerings, these are a great alternative. They are comfortable. They do a great job at reducing the noise at a 22 decibel noise reduction rating. And that is what I would suggest for you. Okay guys, so in conclusion, I do want to thank Eargasm for sponsoring this video. And even though they sponsored the video and sent me some products to try, I really cannot recommend these highly enough. They really have been a game changer for me. I absolutely make sure every time I leave for band practice that I have one of these three variants in my pedal board bag or my stick bag or whatever it is that I'm carrying with me that is going to house my earplugs, because earplugs are now no longer a chore for me to wear. They are comfortable, they preserve the sound quality, and they still make everything enjoyable to listen to. I can hear my precious guitar tones, which you guys know is extremely important to me, and I can still hear everything else that's going on in the room around me. So these Eargasm earplugs have been an absolute welcome addition to my earplug collection, and in fact, they're the only ones that I use now. So whether you're going to see your favorite live band, playing some belligerent amateur guitar riffs through multiple amps and cabs because reasons, playing some belligerent amateur slam beats on your obnoxiously loud drum kit, or hey, even mowing that belligerent backyard. I highly recommend the Eargasm products for any of those use case scenarios. And if you guys would like to purchase these Eargasm products, down in the description, I have a link and an affiliate discount code where you guys get 10% off your purchase of anything that you order over at Eargasm by using my code. And on top of that, I do get a little kickback, so you'd be helping the channel grow in the process of protecting your hearing. So again, if you guys are interested in purchasing, down in the description of this video will be that link and that affiliate code, and I'll love you forever. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Kyle here again. We'll see you next time.